Hey everyone, welcome back to your first ever Solana airdrop tap. In this project, you're going to build that how user can claim an airdrop, how they can mint an airdrop, and how you can sell your airdrop. So we have multiple features we have included in this tap. So I'm going to do the testing on the devnet, but it will work absolutely fine on the mainnet as well. So let me give a quick walkthrough that what are the features we have included and how our application exactly work. So this is the entire interface. We're going to code it together from scratch. Everything is 100% responsive and looks absolutely incredible. So we have the navigation section, so you can click on this home. You will be on the home page. Then you can click on about. It will take you to the about us section, team section, technology section, and we have this portfolio section. Click here and it will take you to the portfolio. You can simply disconnect and connect. So this is the navigation section. Then we have our home section where you can able to interact, mint airdrop, get airdrop, transfer airdrop. That's all you can do right from here. So on the left hand side we have this mint airdrop which we're going to test this. Then we have this countdown which is going on and user can claim an airdrop. So we are charging 1 Sol and we are giving 5 SPL token, our native token, so they can claim it from here. Then we have the second section which is the about it section where we are explaining about our application, that what exactly we are provide. You can easily able to customize as per your requirement. Then we have the project section where we are highlighting what are the things we are doing here, the name, all of things which you can simply customize. Then we have the roadmap section where user can simply go through the entire roadmap, that how this entire application work, what are the features you are provided, what is your perspective. That's all you can display here. Then we have our portfolio section where you can display all the different portfolio, all the different campaign which you have run in the past. That's all you can highlight here, all the popular airdrop. Then we have the team section where you can highlight all the team member in your project and you can give their description. You can simply provide this nice slider where user can simply click and they can go through that, or you can simply scroll through this. So it looks absolutely incredible. Then we have the technology section where you can highlight that what exactly technology you are using for creating this airdrop platform. So at the back end, in the front end, in the contract, that's all you can highlight here. So nice over effect we have. Then we have the testimonial section where you can highlight all the testimonials of your client who are using your project. That's all you can display here. So we have this different sliders, looks absolutely incredible. Here you can display all the user which you have. So this is the dummy data, but you can simply displace with your. Then we have the blog section where you can promote popular blogs which talks about your business. So this is the nice blog section we have. Then we have the FAQ section where you can answer most of the frequent question which your clients will have in their mind. That's all you can explain. Then we have the footer section. You can email ID and they can join their newsletter and they can do it from here as well. And we have this nice menu, quick links and over effect. So this is the entire interface. This is how our application look like. Now let's talk about the feature we have included. So here we have all the feature we have included in our application. So if I want to claim an airdrop, so for example that in this dApp currently an airdrop is going on. So if I want to claim, I have to give 1 Sol and I'll get 5 SPL token. So I'll click on this get airdrop and it's going to open Phantom wallet and I have to confirm the transaction. I will have this fund in my wallet address and then I can do the airdrop so the user can get their 5 SPL tokens. So I have to simply confirm the transaction, and once the transaction will complete, you will see your transaction is successfully. You can simply click on view and you can verify the transaction on the devnet. But this application will work absolutely fine on the mainnet as well. So we have successfully claimed an airdrop and we got the information about the user who claim an airdrop in our backend, so we can provide an airdrop. So in this way, user can come and they can claim an airdrop. So once this airdrop got over, after 30 days, we're going to provide their SPL token. So this is how anybody can claim an airdrop. And this data is getting stored in our backend. Now let's talk about that how anybody can mint an airdrop and do the airdrop instantly. So we have an option called mint airdrop. So you can simply click here and it's going to open this model. And from here, you can mint a new token and do the airdrop instantly. And here we have the create token. So let's create a token which we want to mint instantly. So I'll say gym, symbol is going to be gym, and here I have to provide the supply. Let's say this much supply. And here is the interesting part. You have to give 2 decimal point. Okay, that's the decimal point you have to give, because the airdrop will happen behind the scene. It will follow this particular logic. So you have to give decimal point to 2. Then click on this create token. Is going to create a token. This much money we are paying for making the transaction. So simply click on this confirm, and once the transaction will complete, now you have to mint the token. So click on this mint token and it's going to make a call, and we have to confirm the transaction. You can see this much token we are creating, which we're going to do the airdrop. So simply click on this confirm, and once the transaction will complete, it will give you this message. You can click on this and you can verify the transaction. So let me close all of this, and we have created our token. This much supply we have. This is the decimal point, and this decimal point is very important. Now we have to simply get the address, come back here in the portfolio. Now we can click on this airdrop token, and here we have these two options, because we have to mint the token and do the airdrop instantly. So we're going to pick this option. So first you have to paste the address of the token, and here you have to upload the CSV file in which you will have all the addresses where you want to do the airdrop. So I already have a file, this CSV file, in which I have the address of the user. You can have multiple addresses, address of the user and the amount of airdrop I want to do. So here I have the addresses where I have to do the airdrop. So I have given the addresses, and I have given the number of token I want to transfer. So 500 means 5 token, because we have taken 2 decimal point. So this is what I have downloaded. Now I can come back to my application. I have to click on this choose file, and from here I have to select the file which I want to pick. So I will go with that, and here it will select it. Now I have to click on this upload, and here the file is uploaded successfully. So click on this OK. The file is selected. Now I have to do the airdrop, this particular token VH5. So click on this airdrop, and it's going to make 2 transactions. Just wait. You can keep add many user as you want. So here I have to simply confirm the transaction. You can see I'm paying 10 token to those users. So simply click on this confirm, and it's going to perform 2 transactions. So here first transaction is processing and second transaction. So the transaction is completed successfully, and our airdrop is completed. Now if I click on this OK, it's going to give me the CSV file where I can have the details about the transaction, means the URL and the confirmation details. So I downloaded successfully. I can simply come back here, and here you can see in the download I have this file which I have downloaded. Now I'm going to simply open this file. In that you will find the transaction details. So the transaction is successfully. You can simply copy this one and open in a tab, and you can see the details about the transaction. So the transaction went through, how much money you have paid, that's all details you will find here. Simply close this one. If you click on the next transaction, you can see the transaction is successfully, and we have transferred the fund to those 2 addresses. If you want to double confirm that, you can simply switch back to your wallet. So I'll say cancel. I don't want to save it. So if you want to confirm that, you can simply come back here in the Phantom wallet. So I have taken the account 1 and account 2 for the airdrop. So I'll go back to my account 1, and you can see the token will reflect here. So right now there is a lot of token, but we know the address. So the address of our token is VH5, and we can come back here in the Phantom wallet, and we have here VH5, and we have done the airdrop successfully, 5 token. So that's how you can do the airdrop. If you go back to the second account, which is this one, in that we have also got our token. So here we have multiple one VH5, and we got the 5 airdrop, this newly token we have created. So this is one of the project which I have recently delivered to my client, work in the gaming and in the decentralized exchange. So this is how you can mint a token and mint an airdrop instantly on the go. Now if you want to transfer more token, you can simply pick this particular method. So if I click on this, so I have to reload the page because I have to change the state. Now I can click on this mint airdrop, and I can select this airdrop token, and from here I have to give the address. So I can come back to the token. I guess this is the one we have. This is the token address VH5, and I want to transfer more token. So I can simply come back here, click on this airdrop, paste the address, and have to pick the file. So this is my CSV file, and I have to click on this upload, click on OK, and I can do the transfer very easily. So if you try to click on airdrop, it's not going to work because that's the system we have built. So this will only work when you try to mint a token and do the airdrop instantly. So let me show you. If I do that airdrop, the transaction might fail. You will open this one, and here the transaction will fail because we don't have the data about the previous minting token. So it will fail. So I will close this one. Now let me reload the page. I'll click on this mint airdrop. Then I have to pick the airdrop tab. Then here I have to provide the address of the token. So I'll simply copy this one, come back here, I'll paste here. Then I have to pick the file. This is the one I have. Okay, click on the upload. Okay, and now I can do the transfer. So click on this transfer, and it's going to make the transaction So it will open the MetaMask and I have to confirm the transaction. So here you can see we are transferring 10 token to 2 different addresses. So simply confirm and it's going to make the transaction. So once the transaction will complete, it's going to give you the CSV file where you can simply verify that. So the transfer is completed. You can click on OK and you can download that. This is how you can mint the token and do the airdrop instantly on the go. So this project is absolutely powerful, and this is what exactly we're going to build in the project, where you will learn that how you can build this kind of model on a Solana blockchain. So this is what we're going to build. It will work absolutely fine on the mainnet. So if you want to do the testing on the mainnet, you have to do the changes in 2 places. First, you have to change your wallet. Right now, I've activated my test, so I have to activate the mainnet. So from here I have to go to developer setting, and from here I have to turn off this test mode. So this is the one change you have to do if you want to interact on the mainnet, and you have to do one more changes in the code. So now let me take you through the code structure, that what exactly we have developed, what protocol we have followed, what are the data structure we have designed, what are the components we have, and where you have to do the changes in the project to make it compatible to work on the mainnet. Once you will download the final source code, this is what exactly you will get, and this is what exactly we're going to build in the project. So make sure to unzip that, and this is the folder you will get. Make sure to open this in your VS Code. Once you open that, this is how our folder and file structure would look like. So let me make you on the big screen. Let me zoom a bit, close this one, and now let me take you to the folder and file structure. So we are using Next.js in our application. So this is the public folder. In that you will have the entire assets and the library and the CSV file and the images. That's all you will find here. So you don't need to do any changes. If you want to do the changes in the images, in the files, all you have to do is to keep the name as it is, but you can change the file, but you have to give the name as it is. In that way, what will happen, that you will have your own image and it will work fine on the front end side. Because if you change the name to something else, then you have to change in multiple places. So only do one thing, change the image, but keep the same name. If you want to change the blog, there is a blog section. If you want to change the icon, this is the icon section. If you want to change the item, this is the item section. That's all you will find here. If you want to see in the partner, that's all the partner section, the logo section we have. If you want to change the shape, that's all the change you have to do. If you want to do the changes in the team, so we have divided in multiple folder where you can do the changes, but keep the name as it is. So we have the images. This is the font, which you don't need to do anything. Here we have the CSV file, where we have all the libraries which we are using in our project. So again, you don't need to do any changes in here. Then we have the JavaScript, where we are using for swiper, timer. So you don't need to do any changes in here. Here I have kept my logo, so you can keep it your. So this is the asset. Now we can close this one, and then we have this src folder. In that we have the entire source code of our application. So the very first section we have is the component. You can click here and you will find all the component we have built. So this is about, this is block, this is counter, this is FAQ, this is footer, this is hero. We have the index where we are importing all the files. We have the information, monotone, newsletter, roadmap, team, technology, and testimonial. You don't need to do any changes in any one of these projects. If you want to change the text, you can do that. You can simply type whatever you want. If you want to type Daulat Hussain, you can type, and this change will reflect in the front end. That's how you can change in the edit. But unless or until you know about the CSS, because we have used Tailwind CSS in the project. So if you know Tailwind CSS, then you can modify the styling. Otherwise, just go as it is. So that's how you can replace the texts. Or you don't need to do any changes in this entire component file. If you come back to the home section where we have built the entire logic for minting an airdrop, creating token, transfer, that's all we have built here. But again, you don't need to do any changes here, because you have to do the changes in the environment variable, and the changes will automatically reflect in our entire application. So this is the library, this is the component for airdrop, token creator, and tab control. Here we have all the environment variable which we are getting from our constant file, and here we have the number. So we are running this particular airdrop for 30 days. All you have to do is to simply increase and decrease this number, and it will work fine. You don't need to do anything in here. Every single logic we have built based on the environment variable. So that's all going to be as it is. Simply close this one, close this one. So this is the component section. Now come back to the dashboard where we have the important function. Inside the dashboard, we have 2 folders. This is the component. In that we have this airdrop page. So here we have built all the logic. Again, you don't need to do any changes in here. All you have to do is to simply control in your .env file. So this is the entire logic we have built for airdrop. This is for the connection. This is for tap. We have different tap. That's all the code we have written for tap. Then we have the token. Here we have built all the logic for transfer of the token and minting and dropping of the token. That's all we have built. Then we have the token step. So we have multiple steps. Once the token will mint, we're going to display the states. So that's all we are controlling here. Here we have the wallet, the navigation bar. That's all we are reflecting here. So we have built the entire dynamic logic here. So we have built all of that. So you don't need to do any changes in any one of these places. Looks good. Now close this one. So this is our component section, and we have the library where we are controlling few things, the accounts, that which account user is connected at the moment in the Phantom wallet. So that's what we are controlling here. Then we have the create utils. So here we are also interacting with the mainnet and testnet, that whether the user is interacting, which network the user is using. That's all we have done here. Then we have the transaction. So once the transaction will complete, we have to display the explore URL. So that's all we have here. And here we have this utils. You don't need to do anything in here. This is for the URL for transaction and address. Simply close this one. That's the dashboard. We have the page. Inside the page we have this too. So here we are doing our context management, and here we are importing all the library JavaScript, and we are creating our component. So you just keep it as it is. Then we have this index file, and here we are simply importing all our component for airdrop and all the component we have built for component section. And here we have taken a couple of state. Here we have multiple coin table lab. So that's what you will find here. You don't need to make any changes. Then we have this active tab. Then we have handle click, and we have the render component function, which is going to render our component based on the user interaction for minting and transfer. And we have regularly imported all of the components. So this connect is our header section. Okay, this one is very important, which will give us the data about the user who is actually interacting with our application. And here we have the hero section where we are providing all the airdrop. That's all. And these are the static component. In that we have no function. It's just a front end. That's what we have here. Now come back to the style. Here we have the global CSS file. So we are importing the libraries and the CSS file. Then we are taking the Tailwind CS configuration, and here we have the entire custom CSS we have written. So you have to keep it as it is. Don't need to do anything in here. Looks absolutely fine. If you know how to do the changes in Tailwind, then you can do. Otherwise, keep it as it is. Now close this one. Now we have our environment variable. So click here, and here we are controlling all our logic for our application. So this program ID is very important. You have to keep it as it is, whether you are interacting on the mainnet or the testnet. So this program ID is very important. You have to keep it as it is. You can simply copy this one, and you can check on the explore section. It will work absolutely fine. And here you have to provide your address. So all the fund which user will transfer and claim as an airdrop, that's going to transfer in this particular wallet address. So here you have to provide where you want to receive the SOL. And right now we are charging 1 SOL for providing 5 airdrop. So you can change this variable, and this change will reflect in the front end. That's what we have here. Here you have to provide your address, your Phantom wallet address, which you want to use for receiving the fund. And here we have couple of environment variables. So we have taken mainnet. I'm using Acmeli for getting the RPC URL for Solana mainnet. You can create your account in Acmeli. That's very easy. I'll show you how you can do that. And you can simply paste your URL. This might not work in future because I'm going to delete this particular project which I have created in my Acmeli. So you have to paste your own RPC URL from Acmeli, this particular website, okay, for Solana mainnet. And here this one is fine for the devnet. You don't need to do any changes. And here we are controlling whether we want to launch our application on the devnet or on the mainnet. So if you want to launch on the devnet, you have to keep it as it is. But if you want to launch on the mainnet, you have to simply comment this and activate this. In this way, what will happen that the user can only interact on the mainnet. When they try to do on the test network, it's not going to work. So obviously this is the change you have to do, but I will go with the test network, which is the dev one. And here you have to provide the logo of your URL which we are using. So if I copy and if I come back in the browser and paste here, so this is the image which I have hosted in my hosting platform, and that's what I'm providing. But you can give your, or you can go with this one, there is no problem. And here you have to provide your API key from forms pair, because we are also allowing user to send emails. So if I come back here and you can see we have this option, you can simply come all the way down and we have this option. So user can put the email and they can send the email. So you have to simply replace with your, because in the final source code this will be not there. And here we have our backend URL, because we are running the backend where whenever the user will claim an airdrop, we are keeping the addresses in our file system. So this is the changes you have to do. You have to change this one. If you want to provide and charge same amount, you can go with this, and you have to get your RPC URL from Acmeli, and this will be, you can keep it or you can remove it, it's totally up to you. And here you have to do the changes. So these are the changes you have to do. Now what I will do, I'll come back here. So we have seen the environment variable, and you can control your entire application from here. So whatever changes I told you, do the exact one. Now come back to airdrop.csv. So if I click here, and here you will find all the user who will claim an airdrop. So you can see same account claim airdrop twice, and that's what we are storing in the CSV file, and this is the file we're going to import in our system when the airdrop will be over, and we have to transfer the token to all the user who have requested and paid money for airdrop. So we can simply upload the CSV file and we can simply do the airdrop, or we can transfer that. So that's all data we're going to store here, and we are using backend for it. You can use any data storage like MongoDB, but we are using file system for doing that with the help of Node.js. So all the addresses will come here. So simply close this one, and this is the regular configuration. You don't need to do anything in here. Here we have this Next.js configuration, and here we have this log package.json file. You don't need to do in here, and here we have the package.json file. So we are built so many things because we are using a lot of packages. So this is the name I have given. You can call whatever you want, and here we are using all of these packages. So form sphere, icon, all of these packages we are using. So it will work absolutely fine. And here we are using the Tailwind and Node. That also looks good. You don't need to make any changes. As long as you use the exact packages, the application will work absolutely fine, no matter when you are watching this project. After 10 years, after 5 years, or after 20 years, it will work absolutely fine as long as you use the exact version. So don't need to make any changes, because whatever configuration I have done based on this particular packages. Looks good. Close this one. Now we have this post CSS for the Tailwind, and here we have this readme file where I have given some important information which you can have a look. Now come back to the server.js file, and here we have built the backend server which is going to trigger and start the application on localhost 3000. So what I'm doing here in the server section, I'm using this next server, and we are starting the application, means the front end and the back end on the same route, which is the localhost 3000, and our port is 3000, and this is the endpoint we have built. So when the user will successfully claim an airdrop, we're going to make a post request to our backend, and we're going to store their information in our file system, which is this airdrop CSV file. So that's the logic we have built, and here we have the Tailwind configuration. You don't need to touch anything in here, and here we have this TX configuration. So this is the entire folder and file structure. If you want to make the changes, all you have to do is to do in the environment variable. In this section, you can do the changes in this section, or you can do the changes in this section. But make sure if you change this backend URL, then you have to change here as well in the backend. Otherwise, it's not going to work. So this is the entire code structure. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open my terminal, and I'm going to reinstall everything to show you that everything is working absolutely fine. So I will open my terminal, and first you have to check your node version, that which node version you are using. At the moment I'm using the latest version, but if you are using the previous version, it will work fine. But if it's create any problem in the previous version, then make sure to upgrade to the latest one. So simply type node-v, and this is the one which I'm using at the moment. It is the latest one. If I go with the npm version, I'm using this one. So this is the latest version, and the application is working fine. But you can use the previous version like 18, that is also good. But if you face any problem in those version, then make sure to upgrade that. So that's the first set of requirement. Now simply clear your terminal and type npmi. Make sure you have to be in the same folder, and then you have to install the packages. So simply type npmi and hit enter, and it's going to install all of the packages we have defined here. And you will see a couple of warning like depreciated. It's just a normal warning, because some of the packages which we are using in our project got the updated version, and it's getting depreciated. So don't need to worry about it. Make sure to use it exact version, and it will work absolutely fine. So just give some time. Soon it's going to install all of the packages which we have here, and we can able to interact. So right now it says that 89 packages are looking for funding, and here it's suggesting some command to fix this particular issue, but we don't want to fix this. We want to go with the old version. So I'll simply clear my terminal, and now I can start the application. So if I come back to the package.json file, you can see this is what we are running. We are running this node because we have to start the backend server as well. We have to run this file. So simply type npm run dev, and it's going to start the application on localhost 3000. You can see this is what we have. Simply copy, and our backend is also got started. Server running on localhost 3000. If you come back here, you can see that this is what we have. Again, if you are using the latest version of Node, then you will get this warning message. Simply ignore that. Now you can come back and you can simply reload the page. Reload the page, and here our application is started successfully. Looks good. If I want to claim it, so at the moment, if I come back in my file system, so I have used this particular account for claiming an airdrop. But what I can do is I want to simply claim an airdrop again with the same account. So right now it's 2, but it will be 3. So I can simply come back here and I can simply click on this airdrop. Get airdrop. It's going to make a call to our Phantom wallet, and we have to simply confirm the transaction. So just wait, soon it will open. I have to click one more time and it's going to open. And here we got it. So we have to simply provide our password. We are connected, and here it's giving me this warning. So I'm going to simply cancel that. The transaction is failed. I have to reload the page and have to see which account I'm connected at the moment. So if I open this Phantom wallet, currently I'm on the mainnet and I have to do the transaction on the test network, so I have to switch. So if I want to do the transaction on the mainnet, then I can do that very easily. I can come back to the environment variable, and here I have to simply switch the network. So I'll simply comment this one and I have to activate this, save it, and I have to restart my backend because I have to load this environment variable, and this will only possible when you have to restart the application. So I'll simply close the application and let's restart it. Now our environment variable will be loaded successfully. Simply close this one, come back here, reload the page, and now I'm ready to make the transaction on the mainnet, but I don't have any fund on my mainnet. You can see it has 0 fund. If I come back here, this account has 0 fund. So if I try to make a call, get airdrop, the transaction will take place. It will open the Phantom wallet and it will say I don't have sufficient fund. You can see the balance is also reflecting which we're going to pay for making the transaction. So if I click on this confirm, the transaction is failed because I don't have any fund. But in the same way, if I want to do the transaction on the testnet, I can do that very easily. So first I would suggest you to do the testing in the devnet. After that, move to the mainnet. So I'll simply comment this one, open up this, stop the application from running and restart. So it will load our environment variable. Our application running absolutely fine. Now we can come back here, come here, and we have to simply change the from main to test. So I'll come back in the setting, go back here in the developer setting, and here we have to activate the test network. Now we can able to interact and do the transaction on the testnet. So now I'm using this particular account. I can click on, let's reload the page, and here we got it connected successfully. Click on this get airdrop. It's going to open our Phantom wallet, and this time we can able to claim and transfer the 1 Sol to that recipient address. So simply click on this confirm, and here the transaction will succeed successfully. So you can click here and you can view the transaction. So we have successfully transferred 1 Sol. That's all transaction you can see. You can come back here. If you come back to your code, if you go back to the airdrop CSV, and here you can see just now we have done the transaction. So we got the details about the user who just claim an airdrop. So later we can simply import this in our CSV file and we can transfer the fund. So that's how you can create an airdrop. If you want to mint an airdrop, you can do that very easily. So what I can do, I can simply click on this mint. It's going to open this. I can give the name of the token. So I'll say just, and I want to increase the supply to, let's say, this much supply. Make sure you have to give this 2 decimal point because that's the logic we have built, and click on this create token. It's going to make a call and we have to pay this much Sol. Click on confirm, and once it will set the entire data, now we are ready to mint our token. So click on mint token and we have to confirm the transaction. This much supply we are initializing. Simply click on confirm and you will see the transaction is completed. We have created our token. You can simply view the transaction on the Sol. So this is the address of our token. So let me close all of this. So this is what we have. Now if I check my Phantom wallet, you can see that this token will reflect here. So what is the address we have? JRKW. So here we got it, JRKW. So we got that. Now I'm going to do one thing. I'm going to simply open this management and let me comment out this sum of the token. So I'm going to keep it JRKW. So this is the one we have created. I'm going to simply remove it, and I'm to remove this one and remove this one as well, and just leave it this one as it is, the one we have created. So I'm going to simply copy the address. Now you can come back here and you can mint and transfer the token to the users. So simply click here, click on this choose file, pick the addresses where you want transfer. I'll go with this, click on upload, okay, and click on this airdrop, and it's going to make the transfer and token to the wallet address we have defined in the Excel file. So we are total number of token we are transferring is 10, and each token will get 5 tokens. So click on confirm and the transaction will take place, and once the transaction will complete, you can simply download the CSV file and you can confirm we have done the transaction successfully. You can download the CSV file, but if I want to check, I can simply go to my Phantom wallet, to my first account, and you can see the token is successfully received here, JRKW 5 token. If you go to the next account, we have received the token successfully here, JRKW. So it's working absolutely fine. This is how you can do the minting and airdrop on the go. So you have bunch of addresses, you have raised some fund from somewhere, and now you are transferring the token to provide some sort of accessibility. So you can do that this way. If I want to do the transfer, click on this. I have to paste the address of the token. So this is the one which I have to transfer, and I'm in this particular account, so I have to switch my account. Sorry, I don't have any token. So I'll go back here because in that I have the highest number of token. You can see I have this much token. I'll simply reload the page. Now I'll click here, come back airdrop, paste the address, pick the file. I'll go with this, open, upload, okay, and click on transfer. If you click on airdrop, it's going to fail. So click on transfer. So this is called transfer token to multiple address. 10 token we are transferring to 2 different account. Confirm, and the transaction is completed. You can simply download the CSV file. So here the transaction is completed. You can simply open the wallet and you can see the token is reflecting and we have received that. So JRKW got 10 token. So every single thing is working absolutely fine. You can see this is really powerful application which you can build and you can start your own business. You can use the same technology, same logic to build different application like real estate. You can build event management. You can use the same logic. Or if you want to launch where you can allow user to mint token, transfer the token, then this is the application to go with. So this is what exactly we're going to build. I hope you guys have understood that what exactly coming up in the project, and if you get the final source code, then what are the changes you have to do. Once you will get all the addresses, once the airdrop is over, all you have to do is to simply copy, and that's what you can simply paste here in the Excel file. Make sure you don't need to give any title. All you have to do is to take this row 1, paste the address and give the number of token, which is 5. 500 means we want to transfer 5 token, and paste all the address here and the amount which you already have here. When all the user will pay, it automatically going to store in this file and you can take it from here. So this is what exactly coming up. You can do this modification. You can paste your wallet address and you can charge 1 Sol or 2 Sol, is totally up to you, and you can give how many tokens you want to transfer. That's the modification you can do, and the same modification you can do in the Excel file because there the transaction is happening. So this is what we have. We are testing on dev network, med network, everything is working fine, and here you have to get your own API key for forms pair. So let me show you how you can get your own for forms pair and from Acmele. So these are the 2 things which you have to get from your. So come back here, close this one, close this one, close this one, and I can come back here, type form pair and hit enter. This is the platform we are using. Simply click on this. Now you can come back here. It's free to use. Click on this get started, and you can come back here. Here you have to give your name and the description. So I have already created my account. I'm not going to do that. So I have already made a video in which I have explained extensively that how you can get it. So if you come back here and if you come back to the footer section in which I have attached the video. So here we have this component, we have the footer, And here I have attached this particular video. So simply copy this one, open a new tab and paste here. Watch this video. In that I have explained that how you can get the key, and that's the key you have to provide here in the environment variable. That's the only thing you have to do. In that way you can able to receive the addresses, the email addresses. That's the one change. And you have to get your own Acmeli RPC URL. So right now we have multiple provider. I'm using Acmeli, but you can use any other provider. So you can simply come back here, open a new tab and type Acmeli. This is a powerful platform. I hope you guys already know about it. It's a Web3 platform which provide you RPC endpoint and different solution for Web3 ecosystem. So click on this sign in and you can simply log into your account. So I already have my account, I'm logged in, and here you will find all the project which you have created. So currently I have created a lot of endpoints, so I can simply click on this view all, and there you will find all the project you have created. So I can click on this endpoint and it's going to give me this interface, and here you will find all the RPC endpoint for different blockchains. So if you want to use Polygon, Ethereum, Arbitrum, Optimum, that's all you will find, but we are interested in Solana. So you can click on it, and from here you can select the dev or you can select the main, but I would suggest you take the mainnet. Simply copy, and that's what you can paste here. Here anyway I'm going to provide this, but if you want to generate, this is how you can generate that. So I hope you guys have understood that what exactly we're going to build. So the starter file is also given, so make sure to download the starter file so we can start continuing and building this entire project together. So this is really powerful. So with that, I'm ending this video. If you have any question, any doubt, do let me know in the comment section. I'll definitely try to help you in that. And you can come back to the blockchain coder. There you will find all the resources about the project we have built on the channel. So if you come back to the source code section, here you will find all the project we have built. If you want to learn about advanced token creator, then you can check the Solana project we already have on our channel. So we have this Solana project, this one. In that you can able to learn how you can create your ERC20 token with multiple data parameters. So that's all you can check here. So we have multiple projects. So make sure to download the starter file and let's start following the tutorial. So if you have any question, do let me know in the comment section. And recently I have launched this particular course for a blockchain developer, and a lot of students have already enrolled. We got a phenomenal response. It has 40+ hour content. You will master Solidity programming language. You will learn every single thing about the Solidity and smart contract development. You will learn about Web3 ecosystem and how you can set that. You're going to build one of the biggest smart contract for NFT marketplace. So make sure to watch this video. In that everything is explained, that what exactly you will get and what exactly you will build in the course. So we're going to build 5 different business model, 5 different contract, and that's all contract going to interact with one another. Then you're going to have a couple of crash courses on Web3 technologies, Hardhat, MetaMask, Tailwind, React, CSS, HTML. So you will become a complete blockchain developer if you follow this particular course. So that's the only thing, because I have to promote. You guys all know about it. So this is what exactly we're going to build. So with that, I'm ending this video. Hope you guys have liked it. If you have any question, any doubt, do let me know in the comment section. Definitely I will take that and I'll try to provide you more information on it. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.